Hello, I'm Chief Randazzo with the Macomb County Animal Control. The following program is designed to inform you, the residents of Macomb County, of animal welfare issues that are taking place in our neighborhoods. So stay tuned. I hope you enjoy it. Welcome back to On Patrol. We want to thank Shelby TV for filming on location with us and giving you the opportunity to see what happens here at Macomb County Animal Control in all of its operations. In a case like Maverick's, it's good to have a behaviorist work with that dog to see what the real risk assessment is, right? And I definitely think that there's a big risk assessment there. So this is an example where a judge doesn't want to euthanize a dog during a show cause hearing, and now we're pushing this dog further down the line because someone doesn't want to make a decision. But really it's about public safety, right? Anybody that's worked with that dog knows that dog is extremely dog aggressive. And I don't understand why a judge cannot err in the side of public safety. But that's where we're at. But that just shows you how the court system works. Thing we talked about with Maverick, the Rottweiler. It's a heartbreaking decision. You have a dog owner that absolutely loves their dog, just like I love my dog right here, right? Major. And it's devastating to think, but on 2 occasions, this dog is killed into other dogs, right? Or severely injured one, where one died of its injuries from the attack, and then we do know that it killed the other one. So, as law enforcement and judges, you have to make decisions that are heartbreaking. You know, and what happens is if you go into the show cause hearing and you have a judge or somebody that's not going to put this dog to sleep, well, what's going to happen? That dog's going to spend the rest of its time in a kennel or a cage waiting for this court process to continue or to finally find some sort of resolution to it. And because what happens is that fight then turns to save this dog, but you got to kill 2 other dogs, you know, or, you know, it's a dangerous dog. And so to me, it's like, well, even if you don't put this dog to sleep, who wants the dangerous dog in their neighborhood? Who wants to live next door to a dog that's killed 2 other dogs? And this is where that situation to me you have to have strong leadership to say, this is about the bigger picture. This is about public safety. It's never easy. But it's easy to sit on that side, right, and judge people you're bad, you're going to kill this dog, which is what was posted. But it's like, unless you are really out there in the field doing the work and trying to make this difference, but at the same time, you have to make these logical and decisions that are about public safety, then until you do that, really you should find out more about it before you comment.
I've been an animal control officer here for the county for about 8.5 years or so as an ACO, and it's been a long journey. There's been a lot of ups, a lot of downs, and that's part of the job. And I still wake up and excited to see what the day brings for me. Every day is a new day, regardless of how many years you have on the job. Every situation, every person, every animal, it's a personality of its own. And then, do you care if we take a peek behind just where they were staying?
Oh, yeah.
Or where they were hanging out before? Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you very much for doing that.
Little sad.
Well, it sounds like you'll get them back.
Yeah.
So once you guys move.
We get to see them.
So that was a follow-up. Right now, we're in St. Clair Shores, and St. Clair Shores they prohibits any kind of farm animal from residing in the city. And last week, I had stopped by and we were notified that the homeowner had approximately 10 chickens and advised her of the ordinance and gave her a week to comply with the ordinance, and she did. So I was following up just to make sure that compliance was there. Oh, hi, kitty. Hi. 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 Yeah, so you can see here there was a bandage on it. Somebody at some point did bandage. We were right paw. Hi. You're very sweet, huh? Oh, hi, sweetie. Hi. Yep, so what we do in a situation like this is we'll take the cat back and have our vet staff assess the cat, see what kind of injuries it has, and go from there. Sounds like we might have a owner or previous owner that may be reaching out to us. So hopefully everything will be good to go with the cat once it gets checked out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Fine.
Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to get this little lady checked out. This is Allison here. She's going to give us a hand. Cat has a microchip. I got a hold of the owner. Owner lives in Detroit. The cat was found in Roseville. So she's going to sign off on the cat, I think.
Okay.
This cat's been missing for like 2 weeks. She has no idea about this bandage that's on its foot. Cat's already fixed.
Okay.
Super friendly.
All right.
It's a really cute collar you got on, kitty. Oh, thanks. That's good kitty.
We're not sure about vaccine history or.
She said she's given a shot. It's gotten its shots before it went to the vet. Hence getting
Okay.
fixed. So I think we're safe with the FVRCP.
Yeah.
Alright. So make sure you secure the head, yeah.
Let me just get a look at that foot first.
You shouldn't have to scruff this guy.
Hi, buddy. I know. Let me just see.
Just a little wound.
Yeah, it's already. Looks like it's pretty much stamped over.
We good to leave the bandage off now?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just we'll have our vet check that out. When we give it a litter box, we're gonna get that yesterday's news instead of the clay litter. So just because of what's going on with that paw.
Almost done. You're almost done.
Almost done. I know it tickles.
Get her in the cage, in the cat hall. And again, yesterday's news for the litter box.
I'll come help you set it up. Yeah.
Instead of the little granules like this, it's like little paper pellets. Got her? There you go. Good job.
Macomb County Animal Control deputies go through an in-house training for several months. Then they're also trained out in the field with their field training officers. They also train inside with the veterinarians and the vet team. It's a very rigorous training. Then they also have to take some state certifications. So they work with Michigan Department of Agriculture. They have to get their animal control deputy license through them as well. And so it's a several month process, but obviously we believe it's a never ending process of learning, because as we all know, the animal industry and animal sciences always change and we could always improve ourselves. So those candidates that we seek, we're looking for those self-motivated, obviously have deep compassion for animals, but we want people that are going to want to make a change in their communities. How do we bridge this gap that we see so often between the public, the law enforcement aspect, the huge bridge between accessibility to veterinary care and the pet owners. So we want someone that's going to be deeply motivated to bring those changes. So it's not just something you're going to learn in a classroom. We're really strong about in-house training.
Yeah, nothing crazy. I mean, nobody got hurt, so we're not.
I get it. I mean, I would be scared.
But yeah, you got to think too, right?
Yeah. I felt bad for this old lady. I tried talking to her. She was waving to me though.
Okay. Hi, aren't you cute? You're massive. You're massive. I don't think it costs anything. If anything, it costs $10.
Hey.
Hey, what are you yelling at? Who are you yelling at? Oh, thanks for the kisses. The camera scare you? Hey.
He's okay. He's on camera.
Knock it off. So what we just did there, a caller had explained that she was in her backyard and that these dogs had left and had approached her barking and that she had run in her home. Upon investigating, there is no fence between the properties. So talking with the resident and being able to see the dogs are not aggressive. It is still an ordinance issue of the dogs getting off the property. The caller didn't want any issues, so I wasn't going to write any tickets at the time, but I did let him know that you can receive a citation for the dogs getting off the property. Ordinances in the city of Roseville are misdemeanors. It sounds like he's just renting the place and the landlord doesn't have a fence, so in order to keep the dogs on the property without the fence, he is going to have to use some sort of leash or tie-out system, and then ending it with educating him on dog licensing, which it sounds like he has to do for the foster program anyway. Dog was super cute, super friendly, and it's like the best part of the job is when you get to show up and the dogs come out and they just want pets, you know. It's a nice little bonus to the day.
What you're going to see coming up this year in post-pandemic, so 2023. It's the worst year I've seen in 20 years of doing this. And it's unfortunate because when I say the worst year, I mean, animal abandonment, so your husky up there that you really loved. I have a husky with parvo that's in the other room that was abandoned. And so, over the last 10 years, there's been this big push about this no kill, right? And trying to really, as a state, reach this status. And I can't put all the blame there. That people are afraid of their numbers, right? They're afraid that if they drip below this 90% save rate, that they're just going to be ridiculed by the public, right? Because that's your keyboard warriors. They're not out here doing it every day. But so what happens is then people kind of negate the best practices, right? They stop doing behavioral assessments. They are putting out dogs that are going to be dog aggressive and not good canine citizens. And then what happens is, a few months later, the dog's involved in a situation, and then they don't take the dog back because they don't have room. And you see that. That's how this is going to go for 2023. And it shouldn't be about save rates. It should be about public safety and what's best for the public and the animals. Because the last thing you should be doing as an organization is putting out animals that are dangerous.
Hello.
Hi. I'm Deputy Sanchez of Macomb County Animal Control. So I'm coming out here because of a dog bite. What's going on?
So neighbor called you?
I don't know. I just got a report.
I called.
All right. Well, what's going on?
I can take her to the hospital. I gotta take her to the hospital.
All right. And who is this?
Layla.
Okay. Let's take a look. Hi, sweet girl. Uh-oh. That's not good. Ooh, that's really bad.
Oh, please don't scare us. We're gonna take you to the vet dog.
Who did this?
The other dog.
Other dog.
Where is it? Is that the dog outside?
Yes.
All right.
Kyle, what do you want me? I was trying to beat him up.
All right. So let's calm down for a second, okay? What happened?
I don't know. I just got home.
He just got home.
Okay, so were you here?
Yes.
Okay, so what happened?
He beat me.
Okay, and that's on your wrist. I see that. Okay. Why did he bite you?
Because I tried to take him outside. He was in the cage. I tried to take him outside.
Okay.
But he is, she was laying on the floor right there in her bed.
Okay.
And she saw her.
Hi, sweetheart.
And he beat me. He wants to run to her. I was trying to hold him. And I cannot. He ran to her, but nothing she can do. He was trying to.
Okay, so he went after her first.
Yes.
And then he went after you second because you tried to pull him off, right?
No. He beat me so I would let him go. I tried to hold him.
No, I know. But I mean, that's what I mean. He went after her first.
Yes.
That's what I mean. Okay. And then when you tried to get him, he turned and bit you.
No, he beat me right away when he.
Oh, got it. Okay. So he bit you first.
Yes.
And then he bit Layla second.
Yes.
Okay. When did you guys get that dog? Because I don't think you had that dog last year, did you?
No.
Like 3 weeks ago.
Where did you...
Take her to the hospital.
I have to finish this up first, okay? I get it, all right? I understand, and I'm going to help you get her in the car, but I have to do this report first, okay? I get it.
Talk to her while I get her in the car or something.
I'm going to help you because this is going to be really painful on her, and it's not just something that you can pick up by yourself to do. Where'd you get him from?
Detroit Animal Control.
What is your plan with him?
I gotta get rid of him now. After this, I can't keep him.
Okay. So with this dog, you have two different options. You can either get him to your vet and have him euthanized. Or you can take him back over to Detroit Animal Care and Control. Has anything ever happened like this before?
A couple days ago, so I told her to keep them separated because this never happens when I'm home. I usually can contain it before
Okay.
things get like too violent, but
Okay. Why does she have a cone on?
because he bit her the other
He
day.
beat her neck.
He actually got a hold of her a couple of days ago too?
Yeah.
So we just kept him separated until we figured out what we could do with him.
Okay. Hang on, sweetheart. Let me just go take a look at him really quick.
Yes.
I'm not going to touch him. I'm just going to look at him through the window. Okay. Hang on, girlie. Okay. All right, so she's going to be really shocky right now. This is kind of why she's like this, and that's okay. That's to be expected, all right? Good girl. All right. Kyle, do you want to go inside and go grab a better blanket for me? Hi, sweetheart. Yeah, I see it. Oh, yeah, she's got... Oh, man. Okay. It's all right. Good girl. It's okay. Okay, nope, Kyle. You're going to fold that in half for me. We're going to put her on that, and we're going to use it as a sling. Yep. Good job. That's a good girl. Easy, sweet girl. Okay, lay down. That's a good girl. Okay. So fold that for me. Now on that, you're gonna grab the bottom. Yep. And then I'm gonna grab over here, grab underneath, and we're basically gonna lift her up. Olga, if you can push this off to the side.
Move the whole cage.
Just move the whole cage. Yep.
More. Like away.
There you go. Ready? We're gonna go, hold on. Put her head that way. And then, there you go. We're gonna try and get you help, okay? He's a good girl. Hi. Hey. Emma, it's Sanchez. Are you guys busy? Okay, I have a dog-on-dog fight. One dog is really, really badly messed up. Both front legs. It's gonna need surgery. Can you fit them in? It's clients are paying, not Macomb. It's their pet. It's up to date on vaccines. It's spayed, but it needs surgery. Okay, so you're gonna be heading over to Advanced Animal Emergency. It's off of Gratiot, south of Hall Road. and I will call DAC, so Detroit Animal Care and Control, and let them know that you're going to be coming tomorrow to drop off Jax and return him. Okay, and I will let them know what's going on. He's going to be coming back tomorrow. I am recommending euthanize him. He just destroyed a dog's 2 front legs. And he went after, they got into a scuffle 2 days ago on Monday. Kyle tried to see if they could still make it kind of work, but I saw the wounds from today. Mara, it's bad. It's really, really bad. He's actually on his way over to Advance right now for emergency surgery because her legs are mangled.
Okay.
So the mom also got bit in the process of trying to break it up. He redirected onto Kyle's mom's front arm. I was gonna say, I want to give you a heads up because the dog will definitely be coming back tomorrow.
Okay.
And then from there, if you can let me know what you guys are going to do with it, because now it's obviously under bite quarantine.
When he comes back, we'll just euthanize. Because we're out, we just doubled it. We're out of kennels. And
No, I know. I mean,
we actually closed the front door at this point.
yeah.
So, yep, okay. Well, good to know. Yeah, he wasn't my favorite to begin with, I think. Just seems kind of amped up, but...
Well, he'll have the rest of the day to at least,
Okay.
eat.
And tomorrow, let me see.
So.
Let's see what else. He pulls a bit on the leash. Very interested in nearby dogs. Not sure if reactive. Moves really quickly. Likes toys. Likes treats. Just nicely intense eyes. Okay with pets. So yeah, not a favorite.
No.
Alright,
So.
yeah, just shoot those over and then we'll just be ready for tomorrow.
All right, thank you. She's in pretty rough shape. And unfortunately, it sounds like that suture is from 2 days ago where the dogs actually got into a scuffle, and it wasn't because of Layla. It was because of their newly adopted animal, their dog that they adopted a couple of weeks ago. And unfortunately, they didn't report it to us when they should have technically, so that we could have gone through quarantine procedures. Because quarantine procedures, we would have advised that they stay away from each other and that they don't interact with each other for the next period of time. And then from there, it would have at least allowed them to, possibly decompress and allow some healing. But they did not do that. And in turn, unfortunately, the owner of the newly adopted's mom was also bit in the process trying to break up the fight. The aggressor ended up redirecting onto her arm and bit her several times, so causing approximately 4 punctures. She also has a significant amount of swelling, which is going to require her going to go seek medical attention from either urgent care or a hospital. Not a good situation. So Layla, the injured one, is off to emergency services right now to go and seek urgent care for her shockiness, which she is shocky, even though she's handling it very well. Animals show and display their pain and their shock very differently than humans, where humans can, scream out in pain or cry. Animals, they're very silent. They don't say much of anything most of the time. And poor Layla had no chance at all at fighting for herself because she had already had an e-collar from the previous incident 2 days ago. So it's very unfortunate for Layla and for the other pet that ultimately will end up being humanely euthanized due to severe animal aggression, and it's very sad for everybody.
So what do we do as pet owners when we have our dog attack our other resident dog? And to me, it's not a one size fits all. To me, you have to look at the situation of what happened. What triggered the one dog to attack the other dog? And how severe is that attack, right? So those to me are important beginning moments that we need to look at to build this foundation. Where do we go from here, right? So is this something that's been going on for a long period of time? Are your animals sterilized? To me, that's an important piece because maybe one's sterilized, the other's not. So you have to look at all the components that it happens and how severe that encounter was, because I think that is a precursor of how you're going to move forward. So when pet parents are looking to add an additional dog to a home where they already have a resident dog, in our practice, the best thing to do is bring your resident dog to a neutral place to do a dog-to-dog introduction. So we do that all the time. It's one of our requirements when you're adopting a dog from Macomb County Animal Control, that you bring your resident dog with you so we can see this interaction between them. Because what we don't want to do is have you go home and then you have a terrible situation happen because you're not skilled in doing this introduction. And one of the things I always kind of caution people on too is if you are adopting from somewhere and they don't allow you to bring your resident dog to do the introduction, to me that would be a red flag, because I think most people in the animal industry would agree that you always want to do that introduction, right? We want to see how these two dogs are going to interact, right? Because the dog you're adopting could possibly be a stray dog that they don't have a lot of history on. And that's always, a big case here at Macomb County Animal Control, is that we don't always know what their triggers are. We know where we picked them up from or how we obtained them, but we don't know what their previous history was. If they were stray dogs, do they get along with other dogs? So our dogs always go through a behavioral assessment. They go into dog play groups because we do believe that dogs play for life, and hopefully your organization does too. But what's important is that when you first introduce them, if it's going to be at your home, you're going to need other people to help you through this. But remember this, if you're nervous about it, that dog, your resident dog, they're going to be nervous and alarmed too. And so we're already starting off on a bad foot, because your resident dog is going to sense that you're nervous, and then it's going to heighten their awareness and nervousness. And so to me, that's not going to be a great first introduction. So, speak to people, start asking questions, and to me, always bring your dog to the location or somewhere where it's neutral ground that your dogs can do a dog-to-dog introduction with safe environment, with people who are experienced at doing it. Thank you for watching. I hope you love this episode. We work really hard to give you insight into Macomb County Animal Control. And if you are looking for a pet, please come here. Please call us. You can go onto our website, Macomb County Animal Control, and you can check us out on Facebook, Macomb County Animal Control Division. And again, we thank you for tuning in.